As long as you stay in the line. The blackout, it's calling my name. It's calling my name. The blackout, one and the same. Da, 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 da. The city grows quiet behind the warning signs. Darkest shows its patience, waits for the right time. A crack in the surface, a shift in the tide. You won't have to fear for me or hear the battle cries. The silence weighs on heavy hands, the pressure holds her high. The shadows come up from the center, blackout comes alive. One step from the broken edges, one step from the climb. I hold the light within my hand, but the night consumes my mind. Da 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 da.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode with 3DUBWrestling tonight, the second episode of Blackout here in Season 11. And I am Dewey Danielson. Welcome to the Toyota Center here tonight in Houston, Texas. And we have a jam-packed card for you here on Blackout. We have Hall of Famer Jeroen Mercury taking on Chris Connolly here tonight in a singles matchup. We have the Will King Classic continuing tonight as Jester Bryant takes on the Samoan Colossus Makoa. And we've got a couple of choice matches here tonight as MDX will take on the opponent chosen by Roscoe Wallace, and Roscoe will take on an opponent chosen by MDX. We also have one half of the tag team champions, War and Peace, going up against Hall of Famer Caleb Stone in a clash before the titles are defended. A number one contenders match, Scott Adams, Drew Tanner, and Sander Cool fight for a chance to face Lars Morrison for the national title. We've also got Nightshade going one-on-one against an up-and-coming superstar, Jen Maniac, here tonight in Houston, and we have a big debut for the women's division. Jasmine Black, the daughter of the president, James Black, takes on the champion non-title matchup. And speaking of champion, the 3DUB World Heavyweight Champion John Awesome issues another open challenge here tonight in the main event. Man, oh man, what a night we have planned for you. Be sure to hit that like button on this video and subscribe to 3DUBWrestling if you haven't already. Hit that notifications bell to get all of your premier eFed entertainment. And we are ready to kick off match number one here tonight in Houston. Couple of big matchups set up here tonight. Roscoe Wallace to pick MDX's opponent here, and MDX will pick Roscoe's opponent later tonight. What we are going to get here, who knows? It is all in the air. We do not know who is going to be the opponents for each of these individuals. Introducing first, from Jersey City, New Jersey, 256 pounds. Mad Dog starting the season, trying to get that global championship back, and he has stumbled back into a little quarrel with Roscoe Wallace, former stablemate in the Monarchy. We all know that story. And it was just last episode of Blackout where MDX and Roscoe Wallace were watching backstage. And that is where this situation came to be, where MDX claimed, hey, I'll pick your opponent, you pick my opponent, and we'll see just who is the bigger dog here. And that is something that kind of transferred over to social media to continue throughout the week. And now we have landed here, and look at this, guys. the global champion. What a selection by Roscoe Wallace. Roscoe knows that MDX has not been able to beat Nick Knox.
And his opponent
From the wasteland, with 275 pounds, he is the global champion, Nick Knox. Well, let's see if tonight is the night for MDX. Of course, this is going to be non-title. Straight up one fall singles matchup, but if MDX can get a win here, well, maybe Roscoe has just propelled him into a pretty damn good spot. Well, as they say, every bad dog gets a bone every once in a while, and maybe tonight it is time for MDX to get a win over Nick Knox, something he hasn't been able to do since the beginning of this season. We've seen them go one-on-one at Lone Star Showdown. Then there was even a rematch. Oh, man. And here we go. Look at this. A finger snack for the global champion. Roscoe Wallace changing up the uniform a little bit. Hey, that worked for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the early 2000s or late 1990s, I'm not sure. But here is the hybrid athlete, MDX. You know that Nick Knox knows all about this. He has stated several times that those two matches, look at this though. Look at this. Innovative maneuver and the strength of Nick Knox, the global champion. Of course, as I was saying, stating on multiple occasions that he has had to put up a fight against MDX. It has not been an easy round for Nick Knox, and not just MDX, but all the opponents that he has faced since winning that global championship, as Nick Knox gets back to his feet and MDX trying to hype this crowd up a little bit. Static crowd here in Houston, Texas, the Toyota Center. Military press slam. Oh man, and a nicely done moonsault into the pinfall with a quick kick out for the champion, who goes right back at it, and a big knee takes down MDX. Right hand blocked and a right hand delivered from Mad Dog, and now throws the global champ outside of the ring. Action going to continue out here right in front of the foreign announce table as a big-time deadlift powerbomb on the thin matted concrete, and MDX is looking phenomenal. Look at this. Oh, man. The corkscrew moonsault of sorts. And MDX now skinning the cat to go back on the inside, but he has other plans. From the heavens, frog splash down on the damn thin matted concrete all the way. And MDX really taking it to Nick Knox, who tries to find himself a little window here. Count. And big kick right in the face. As the count extends to 6, and MDX brings himself back in the ring, as does Nick Knox. Man, oh man. What a massive headbutt, followed by a second, and we will see a third. Bringing down hard, and you know that is damage done to both superstars, but Nick Knox gearing him up for the massive elbow. Oh man, and MDX knows exactly what's coming next and has to reach down into the reserve tanks, and the toe kick right on the forehead will buy MDX some time. And we could have been close to that Iron Claw submission, which MDX knew was coming. Even after 3 massive headbutts, had to get himself ready. And that he did. And now, oh no, wait a minute. Nick Knox. Dragon screw, takedown, and right back up to his feet. MDX does the same. Blocks a chop and a right hand in the jaw. Up and under, tilt-a-whirl. Brings him down. Look at this. Into a pinfall with the shoulders down and a 2-count kick out. MDX now. Man, oh man, the athleticism from the hybrid athlete. Mixed with the power and know-how, MDX has it. Oh man, I am telling you. And now a stand down between them both. With an exchange of right hands and lethal chops. Here comes MDX. Arsenal of blows takes down the big man. The big man, as if he's the only one in the matchup. They're both big men, and that is what makes MDX so impressive at his size. Some of the things he does like that right there. Nicely done, springboard kick, but it's Nick Knox again, and with a big elbow sending him down, which will prompt the pinfall here. Mario Yamasaki gets the pin, the 3 count for Nick Knox, the champ. Moves on with another victory over MDX. Man, you know that can't feel good for the Mad Dog. And that right there, that frog splash off the top rope to the outside, could have been moment or move of the night. This is where MDX had his shot. Almost getting it, but after a lethal elbow again, it is Nick Knox to take the 3 count. Here's your winner, Nick Knox. Well, it'll be interesting to see who MDX now picks for Roscoe Wallace to face later tonight. We'll find out, but stay tuned for more action after these commercial breaks.
Oh, wow.
Leave it to the professionals.
American spirit. Fuel that shakes the street, the stage, and everything in between. Now you can bring the noise and the ruckus too. They only see the grin, the horns, the fear. But now they can see it on you. The mask. Handcrafted, breathable, unstoppable. Be him. $99.99. Only at 3Dub Shop.
Well, it is time to kick things up a notch as we gear up for a big #1 contenders match. Triple threat variety. The winner will go on to Bloodlust to face Lars Morrison for the national championship. Let's go. Triple threat match. And is the #1 contendership for the national championship. Introducing first, from England, weighing 247 pounds, Scott Adams. Well, he hasn't necessarily had a tremendous start here to season 11, but this matchup right here could very well turn things around for the British Badass as he enters the ring for this big triple threat matchup and knows both of these competitors pretty well. As he tries to get himself back into the championship title picture against Lars Morrison. We already know he had a big matchup with Lars at the big event 10. In a steel cage, he was unable to get the job done and unable to break the streak that Lars Morrison has inside of a steel cage. And from the Netherlands, weighing 235 pounds, Sander Cool. Now Sander Cool kind of switching gears a little bit. You know, he was heavily after that global championship, and maybe after realizing who the champion was, maybe he tried to, oh, maybe I'll do something different. So here he is tonight Also in action on the last episode, was unable to secure a victory, but gets a redemption shot here, much like Scott Adams. See if he can get himself in line for the national championship. And from New Hampshire, weighing 262 pounds, Drew Tanner. Well, Drew Tanner, kind of a newer face to the national title division, and we'll see tonight if this is where he belongs. You got to remember, this big-time singles superstar coming into season 11, or excuse me, coming into season 10 before he joined forces with the then Team Tap Out Control, went into the tag title picture with Jacob Fowler and a chance to teach Fowler the ways of the figure 4 leg lock and technical...
Wait a minute. Referee, before you ring that bell, do all three of you think you're just going to get a match against the national champion Lars Morrison that easily? Well, that is where you're wrong. Because, being the genius that I am, I have decided that we are going to make this match a fatal 4-way. So meet your opponent. Come on out, Draven.
Oh man, here we go. From Russia, 297 pounds, Raven Bragnovich. Well, if you don't know who this man is, let me give you a little insight. This is the man that showed up last season as a special guest referee on a couple of occasions. We haven't ever officially heard that he has joined forces with Townsend Enterprises. I feel like he is a solo mercenary, if anything, but here is CFT. Well, there goes CFT. As the match begins here now, we have a fatal 4-way, and it looks like CFT has used his power alongside Matt 8-Star to get a representative of Townsend Enterprises in here. And that is the enforcer, the mercenary. Oh man! Big dive off the top to the outside from Scott Adams. I'm kind of at a loss for words here as Draven Bragnovich, I think I sang his name right. I'm just going to call him Draven. Being escorted down here by CFT, and if Draven, my goodness, is able to get the victory here, does that mean a nice, easy matchup for Lars Morrison at Bloodlust? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Scott Adams not holding back against the big Russian here tonight. A world war between Russia and the UK inside the ring right now. The Netherlands and the USA fighting on the outside. Drew Tanner and Santa. Long history between those two superstars. Oh man. Back body drop inside the ring and outside the ring on the thin mat for Sander. Big right hand for Scott Adams. I don't know if you've seen that, but he is really taking it to the Russian enforcer here. We are still unsure. Oh, look at this. Drew Tanner trying to sweep in for a quick pinfall, and is he going to get it? He's not. And remember, this is a number 1 contenders match for the national title. The winner will face Lars Morrison at Bloodlust. All of these superstars have viable reason to give everything they can to get into that title match. Get Drew Tanner, unfamiliar territory for Tanner. The springboard moonsault catching Sander Cole. Man. Of course, Sander wanting to get this win, to switch gears, refocus, new Championship, but here's Draven now, 2 count, kick out. And a little help there from Scott Adams. He's trying to get back some revenge on Lars Morrison from the big event. Of course, Drew Tanner trying to get back into the solo swing of things. The big win here would do it, but it might be Adams not going to be there. Oh, pop-up bomb. And a Superman punch. Man, oh man. What a series of maneuvers, and now the pinfall on Sander, but it's Draven to break it up. Draven fighting for a secure spot for Lars Morrison at Bloodlust. Oh man, pop-up bomb from Sander. Impressively on the big Russian. Now another rear naked choke. Sander's going to be right there to break the hold. Here comes Sander to the top though. Look out! There's that patented frog splash from Sander and a 2 count breakup from Scott Adams, who, man, Sander almost could have put away Draven right there. And now fighting back against Scott Adams. Look out! Tanner coming back in. Sander now. Man, look at Sander. Highly impressive maneuver from Sander Cool. With Draven now. Taking down Scott Adams, but it's Sander on the opposite side. Not going to get a pinfall, broken up by Bragnovich. Here we go, off the rope from man, oh man. Pop up spear and a 2, and no, Sander stays alive. Another big pop-up maneuver, right hand from Tanner, who takes his attention right to Bragnovich. Oh no, powered out is the big Russian, who rolls to the outside along with Tanner, and Sander back to his feet out there as well. A steel chair introduced, a kendo stick from Adams. Oh no, blocked. Oh, and taken to the gut. Oh, big knee to the gut though from Tanner, and there's Sander with a sledgehammer. Sander showing a little bit more aggression here in this matchup. I'm not sure what that means, but he is really fighting hard to try to get this national title opportunity. It's Scott Adams. Oh, look at, did you see that? A double super kick took out both Scott and Sander. And Tanner now, kendo stick of his own. Oh man. Sander and Draven. Large individual standing at 6'7", damn near 300 pounds. Oval slugger thrown. It's Sander cool, and now another rear naked choke on the outside. Not going to get you a victory there, though. But enough to take the wind out of Sander Cool's. Tanner, Adams, and Draven, all three back in the ring. Look at this. Pump handle suplex. Oh, Sander's not playing here. Sander's got the steel steps introduced into the ring. And oh man. Massive German suplex right on the steel steps, and Tanner is broken in half. Good Lord. And now here's Sander. The pinfall, no, and a kick out. I don't know how Tanner is standing after that massive German suplex, and now Draven! slammed down onto the steps. Ironically, the Russian leg sweep takes out the big Russian. Spike pile driver. Spike DDT, from Adams. Oh man, and another springboard toe kick from Tanner. The action is getting wild in here. Well, for these superstars, I have named the reasons. Oh man, I've named the reasons why they all want this national title opportunity. And now Tanner back in the ring. Over the barricade goes Scott Adams, and now it's Draven and Adams fighting into the crowded area. As Tanner and Sander Cool continue the fight on the inside. And Sander, oh man! Good night, Sander Cool. And Drew Tanner with the pinfall, 2 count, 3 count. Tanner is the #1 contender to the national title. Here's your winner, Drew Tanner. Man, oh man. James Black looking on. You know he's got to enjoy that matchup, but look at this. Come on, man. Draven can't take the loss. And taking it to Drew Tanner as security trying to get these two out of the ring. As we can move on for our next matchup, but man. Townsend Enterprises really sticking to that by any means necessary thing. Hardcore match. Introducing first, from Columbus, Ohio, weighing 278 pounds, Jester, Bryant. We've seen this debut last episode of Blackout as the Beast makes his way into 3DUBWrestling. We've already seen, like I said, on the last episode, he was able to get himself into this Will King Classic, which I'm being told is a hand-picked tournament by the champion, the Extreme Television champion, Will King. Handpicking opponents to put into matches so that he can find his next opponent. That is, I guess, how we're doing things here. Of course, you know, as you can see, the ropes have been removed. This is a hardcore style matchup, and we have the VIP guests here tonight, and they have definitely need to keep their eyes peeled in this one and pay close attention and be very safe, because these are two bad, big men that are about to compete in this no-holds-barred, no-rules matchup. His opponent from the Isles of Samoa, weighing 415 pounds, Makoa. That's right, Makoa, the Samoan Colossus, standing nearly 7 foot tall, over 400 pounds. Seen his debut back at Lone Star Showdown, where he showed up to take on Twan Montana. Not sure if that was Twan Montana's call or if he was just a hand-picked talent who was waiting for a prime opportunity backstage. Either way, the Samoan Colossus officially a part of the roster here in 3DUBWrestling, and tonight he has a big opportunity to catapult himself into a division that, well, let's face it, at his size, he very well could dominate the Extreme Television Championship. Now, that's not throwing any shade on the Beast here in this matchup, and definitely not throwing any shade on Will King. We all know what Will King, the entity, brings to the table with that Extreme Television Championship, especially with the backing of Townsend Enterprises. But I am just saying that this man right here, Makoa, and on the contrary, this other man, the Beast, could be an issue for Will King. We'll just find out if he is, if either of these guys are contender worthy in the eyes of Will King and CFT. We'll find out here after this matchup. We know Will King has seen Makoa in action before, and he's seen the Beast in action just last week, and Steve Zeebs gets the bell rung for this one, and it is, as I expected, the Beast hot out the gate, but it is Makoa, the man. It's hard to handle 7 foot 400 pounds by any Beast. I'll just throw that out there. We'll see. Man, busting him open though right away. Whoa, man! 400 pounds on the shoulders of the Beast, bringing him down. My goodness! A pinfall and a kick out from Makoa. And oh man, impressive showing of strength by the Beast. And now here we go. Hanging on. No, man, thrown out. And that poor individual, that lady, able to duck out of the way before getting landed on by 415 pounds. But here we go. Now on the outside. This is where the Beast won the last matchup, and now Makoa. Massive choke slam. Then matted concrete 2-count kick out. What a matchup this is between these two individuals. I told you that this was going to be a slugfest. Here we go now, venturing away from the thin matted concrete, only momentarily though. Back ringside, and now the Beast taking it right back to Makoa. Oh no, an elbow on top of the head, and a drop toe hold face first into the barricade. I don't care what size you are, how big you are. That does not feel good, face first into that LED barricade. Right to the corner too, the hardest part of that barricade system. Oh man. Big boot, although no boots, big heel into a pinfall, and a 2-count kick out for the Beast. See the blood stains from Makoa, busted open early in this matchup. Taking a big spill into the barricade just made it worse. Here we go. What a lariat. Sending down Makoa, quickly back up though, and a Perkish. Oh my goodness. Into the pinfall, Makoa kicks. I cannot believe the Beast is manhandling the Samoan Colossus the way that he is. Here we go. Another choke slam though, damn near off the ring, and a pinfall from Makoa, and the Beast kicks at 2.5. Here we go, rolled back over. Flurry of punches as the Beast tries to get himself back in position to try to put this one away. Spinebuster. Can he pull it off here? Can he get the big man up? And he does. Beast bomb to the Samoan Colossus. And a hook of the leg with a 1-2. Oh, man. Almost 3. As Makoa able to kick right before the 3 count. And now another big pump handle power slam. What's it gonna take for the big Samoan? Oh, look out! My goodness. Throwing the Colossus off of the ring over the spectating viewers. Here we go, the Beast has got a steel chair, all perfectly legal here, look out! Steel chair shot to the lower back. 3 count. The Beast, Jester, Bryant, another impressive victory. Man, that one was not as easy as the first. But nonetheless, the Samoan Colossus takes the fall to the Beast. Another big victory for Jester Bryant. There's been a couple of impressive talents so far in this Will King Classic tournament. Jester Bryant. Gotta wonder what CFT and Will King think thus far. We are only about a week away from Bloodlust. Find out who Will King selects to be his opponent. Oh, here we go.
After this Will King Classic match, all I have to say is it is vividly clear to me that nobody, and I mean nobody, in this Will King Classic is worthy of facing the entity. So nobody is getting a shot at my XTV title.
Oh, man.
Absolutely nobody.
Will King making it clear that he is not impressed with any of the competitors, and I guess we're not going to have an XTV title match at Bloodlust. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. June 1st from Salem, Massachusetts. Nightshade. Something just doesn't sit right with that statement that I just said. No XTV title match at the upcoming Bloodlust Premium Live event. We'll see if that changes or not over the course of the week, but we have got to switch gears here now as the ropes have been re-added back onto the ring, and we have a big singles match in the women's division coming up next. We know that Nightshade has been chasing that women's undisputed championship, and first it was Danny Moore, but now Jasolyn Havok is the champion, and there's a little better relationship between Nightshade and Havok. We'll have to see maybe how that unfolds. But there's been a lot of hatred built up for Danny Moore from Nightshade over the past several weeks. We'll see how that also unfolds. But this new superstar, the Dragon Queen, and her opponent, the Dragon Queen, Maniac. That's right. A lot of big debuts for the women's division here on these most recent episodes of Blackout. The division keeps growing and growing. Big debut match for her on the last episode of Blackout I just mentioned. Unable to get the victory, though, going up against Danny Moore. You know, that rubs the Dragon Queen the wrong way. That is not the way she was wanting to show off her abilities and skills here in 3DUBWrestling. So we will get another shot at that here tonight. But I have to say, man, First two matches in 3Dub are Danny Moore and Nightshade. That is a rather rough start for a new up-and-coming individual here in the women's division of 3Dub Wrestling. We all know the division has been up and down over the years. A crop of young talent making their way into the company. Hoping to change that, a couple of long-term veterans as well, and that is a matchup here that we are looking to see. A long-term veteran and an up-and-coming talent. Look at this face-to-face. What are we going to get here? A little exchange, and now right into a collar and elbow. And it is Nightshade that has the upper strength. Oh, look out, missing with the right hand. Dragon Queen ducks underneath. Back into the collar and elbow, and back into the corner goes Jen. Kick to the midsection coming out of the corner, though, and now the springboard catches her. The kick across the mouth. There's the lariat from Nightshade, who had an amazing career over the last couple of seasons. Back-to-back Women's Superstar of the Year for Season 9 and Season 10. Looking to go for the hat trick here in Season 11 and get her third in a row, but we'll have to see with the upcoming talent coming into the division, as I mentioned earlier. Textbook backbreaker from the former two-time women's champion. Oh man! What a spinning back elbow, enough to have Jen quickly roll out of the ring to kind of get her wits about himself. Catching her off guard is Nightshade, and now an Irish whip off the ropes. Up and over goes Shade once again, and here is Jen catching her. And a fall-away slam. Nicely done show of strength, and now the athleticism, my goodness. Catching her with a springboard cutter from the Dragon Queen. Now into the crucifix power bomb of sorts and landing. Jen Maniac. Couple of names that pay tribute to a couple of superstars in the 3Dub history. Can't forget, of course, Dragon Queen Fiona and Hall of Famer Redhead Jen from Team Extreme. Of course, those names are not picked out for that purpose, but you got to mention those names. Maybe one day Jen Maniac can live up to the hype, as her talent so suggests here in these first couple of matches that she has been in. Look out. The outside, but kicked away Jen Maniac. Trying to stay in the driver's seat here. Oh, man, almost into that LED ring post, but Nightshade able to reroute and go into the ring instead. Collar and elbow into the corner, no, off the ropes. Here we go again. Oh man, what a rear view. Check out that in your sights, and now another springboard coffin drop. And a ramming headbutt from Jen, and now looking for the knee, but not going to get it. Drop toe hold from Nightshade, and now a spear. Amazing veteran know-how from Nightshade, knowing exactly where to be. But it is Jen staying on top of things, slamming her head down into the top turnbuckle, and a kick to the mid will send her down. And now Jen stomping a mud hole, but here comes Shade. Ooh, single leg takedown. As Nightshade now gears up for what could be a big moment here. Pile driver. Nicely done by Nightshade into the pinfall for the 2 and the no kick out. Oh no. Nightshade now trying to take clear advantage. But here's Jin with another springboard toe kick right into a pinfall of her own. And is it enough now for Jin? No. Still looking for that first victory here in 3DUB. And this very well could be it. The oh man! The crucifix neckbreaker into the pin. 2 count Shade kicks. Another opportunity for Jin to take this one away. But the veteran Nightshade able to stay in the game, and another big splash and another big pinfall. And could this one be the one? No, another kick out. The window for Nightshade is closing quickly here. As Jin, oh no, and there goes the knee. And now, oh no, here comes Nightshade fighting back. Here comes Nightshade fighting back, guys. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Athena! What is she? What is going on here? Athena's thieves. Oh, wait, look out! Oh, man! With a sledgehammer to the gut! It's Steve Zeebs. Didn't see it as Jin now crawls to Nightshade, lapping her arm over. And 1, 2, kick out from Nightshade. Man, able to stay in the game after a lethal gut shot from that sledgehammer. And now Nightshade staying alive. No, missing with the spear. Jin able to hurdle over the spear. And a ripcord, no, caught with the foot. Spear that, no, DDT. Shade going for the spear, but Jin landed the DDT. Oh, and the bulldog. What a turn of events, and this one just ramped up to 10. Here right now, and man, what a knee. And Nightshade doing everything she can to stay alive here. Opportunity after opportunity for Jen, and now she fights back again. Oh man, face slam. Can Jen capitalize here? Is this the moment? 2, kick out again from Shade. What a matchup we have got here. Springboard missing. With the crossbody, caught with the right hand. Jen now, collar and elbow. Irish whip off the ropes. Carter. Man! Double heels right in the chin. Pulling her to the center of the ring. And it's Jen now with the knee. Hooking the leg. Can Jen get her first victory? She does over Nightshade. I don't know if you can contribute that to Athena's distraction and the use of that sledgehammer. But Nightshade kicked out of multiple pinfalls after that moment. Jen Maniac able to get the job done here tonight. And what a first big victory for the Dragon Queen. Well, we know the long history with Danny Moore and Nightshade, but now you gotta wonder, is there gonna be issues between Athena and Nightshade? You have to imagine that there will. Big win for the Dragon Queen, man, oh man. Gotta love that. What a night it has been, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and take a moment to check this out. The dark match happening earlier tonight. TJ Renegade and Jason Dixon. Thanks to all of you that had tuned in for the dark match. It will be a new thing for 3Dub going forward. So be sure to tune in just moments before the actual show starts. We will get the dark match and we will see a big premium live event coming up in just over a week. Bloodlust, look at this, it's been made official. Athena and Nightshade will go one-on-one at the Bloodlust premium live event. And now look at this also. Dyrgus will defend. This is being called the final match between his brother Martrix for the International Championship. Not only that, we found out earlier tonight, Drew Tanner got the number one contender spot to take on Lars Morrison for the national title at Bloodlust. Townsend Enterprises, Lance Hagen, Caleb Stone, one more time against the Brothers in Arms for the Tag Team Championships. Man, that's going to be a big time match. And speaking of that, coming up next, a big singles match. The Hall of Famer Caleb Stone goes one-on-one with Warren Peace, both tag partners at ringside. Let's see how this one shapes up, guys. Hit that like button and stay tuned with us. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dallas, Texas, weighing 247 pounds. Being accompanied by Devil Dog, he is one half of the Tag Team Champions, Warren Peace. Well, the Brothers in Arms been fighting an uphill battle against Townsend Enterprises, but have been on top of that fight. As you can see, holding the Tag Team Championships, which they won at the big event 10. And of course, they won again in the rematch against Townsend. And it's all been because of the twin brother of Warren Peace, Chris Chaos, who is not out here tonight. Well, not going to be everyone's fan favorites here tonight. This tag team bout, Townsend Enterprises, consisting of Hall of Famer Caleb Stone and the Monstar, Lance Hagen, still fighting to get these tag team championships back to Townsend Enterprises. His opponent from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing 240 pounds, being accompanied by Lance Hagen and CFT Hall of Famer Caleb Stone. We'll see tonight what the Hall of Famer can do. We'll see if Chris Chaos has any involvement in this matchup. We know we've seen Townsend, we've seen CFT threatening legal action due to the actions of Chris Chaos. Maybe, well, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe Townsend has gotten Chris Chaos banned from ringside here. That's a very, very well possibility. Let's see if he has any inkling of involvement here tonight. It's Caleb Stone trying to hype up this crowd. You know he's not going to get much response from that. Or at least not the response he is hoping for. Or maybe he's not. Who knows? Oh, look at this. War and Peace was ready to go, but it is Caleb Stone starting things off against War and Peace. Now look at the long-term veteran. Caleb Stone has been on the roster, the longest active superstar in 3DUB history. Already been through a Hall of Fame a few seasons ago, and he is continuing that Hall of Fame career. We'll see if he can get in a second time, like the great Russell franchise. Well, look at him, though. Look at that, guys. Still has the athleticism. And turned around by War and Peace and kicked out by Stone. Ooh. Right hand. Now CFT. Up on the apron doing what he does best. And Mario Yamasaki has no other choice but to address CFT removing the turnbuckle. That results in a pinfall quickly. But no referee, and now a pinfall from Caleb Stone right into it, and a bridging turnaround into a backslide for War and Peace. Now another pinfall, but a kick out from Stone. Here we go, up and over, back elbow sends the Hall of Famer down to the mat. Quickly rolling outside, but quickly rolling back in, and War and Peace looking for a double axe and missing. Proving Caleb Stone's knowledge in the ring here. Knowing when to avoid and where to be. Look at Devil Dog. A few choice words with Caleb Stone now up on the apron. Gotta imagine he is not happy with the way that things have turned out thus far. The distractions from CFT with that turnbuckle preventing Caleb Stone to catch a quick pinfall. Although you gotta know that those kind of things were gonna happen coming in. The tilt-a-world slam here for War and Peace. Here we go. What do we got? Look out now, man! Caleb Stone, back body drop, almost sending War and Peace outside the ring, and a lariat takes him down. And you can see the damage done. Look out! Elbow drop from the mid-rail. Uh-oh. Kick to the midsection. And now, Stone looking for the last ride. Last ride powerbomb. And Caleb Stone could be looking to put this one away, guys. And now, giving it to him, the G3. 3 massive German suplexes in succession. And now he's going to pull War and Peace away from the ropes so that he can tempt the pinfall here. And a hook of the leg with Mario Yamasaki on the 2 count kick out. Big series of right hands followed by a left, sending War and Peace right back down to the mat as now the old wily vet climbing to the top rope. Somewhat unfamiliar territory for... Oh no, and that is why. Blocking the drop kick. War and Peace trying to stay in the game here. And he does. Look at that atomic drop. Oh man. Nicely done by War and Peace. Trying to turn around the momentum here. We'll see if he can be successful off the ropes. No. Caleb Stone pop. Oh, spine buster, and now Lance Hagen with a few choice words, removing the turnbuckle on the other side. It's only a matter of time before these guys get involved, I'll tell you that much. You can see Devil Dog over there trying to hype up this crowd and get the attention on Townsend Enterprises. Oh, Caleb Stone hoisted up. Couple of right hands freeze him from the grasp, and a lariat takes him right back down. Out War and Peace in the corner with the knee. Looking for the springboard moonsault, caught him, reverse DDT. Man, oh man. Phenomenal set of moves right there for War and Peace, who has him up now in the crucifix. And is that enough? Crucifix bomb. And War and Peace has to drag him away from the ropes, but the veteran knows exactly what he's doing. Quickly back up to his feet. You gotta be moving quick when you are in this part of the matchup. And now taking out the knee. Oh man, clubbing blows to the back of Caleb Stone, and now a hook of the leg. War and Peace trying to wear him down here, trying to put him away, but it's not going to happen. There you go, Mario Yamasaki addressing that removed turnbuckle once again. As Caleb Stone once again climbs to the top turnbuckle, could be looking to land this missile drop kick. No, looks for a double axe that time, not caught. Back and forth. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like War and Peace now. War and Peace now. Going to drop him down face first on the turnbuckle, and too bad it's not removed at that point. And look at the kip up from War and Peace, and now CFT jawing at War and Peace, and you can see Devil Dog over there. Not going to stand for this much longer. Missing an opportunity to pin right into the submission hold, and is this going to be enough for War and Peace to make the Wily Vent tap out here? And what's... oh no. Lance Hagen grabbing a steel chair. Devil Dog keeping a close eye on Hagen, who now has a steel chair and who enters the ring and hits War and Peace. Come on. Come on now. Lance Hagen has been thrown out of here. No disqualification issued. Hagen has been removed, and now so is Devil Dog. Devil Dog getting caught up in the mix. And look out. Leg drop for War and Peace, and another turnbuckle removed by CFT. And all of the commotion, it's War and Peace with another crucifix bomb. And Mario, not taking any risks, throws out CFT. But the crowd has counted 3. War and Peace has the pinfall, and damn it, Caleb Stone kicks out. Behind the ref's back, plenty of time for a count of 3. And once again, Townsend being the reason for another superstar getting screwed out of a valid victory. And now it's Mario Yamasaki. Nobody left at ringside clearing the steel chair. It is just War and Peace and just Caleb Stone. Now this is where you would be expecting to see Chris Chaos show up. And oh man! Chest first into the exposed turnbuckle. What's he doing? What's he doing? Caleb Stone with a chair. Ring the damn bell, ref. That's a damn enough. Caleb's... oh, look out, Mario. Oh, that'll be a fine. I don't know if that was intentional. Could have been just thrown in at Peace, but it struck the ref. And Caleb Stone causes the disqualification here. Before Chris, we didn't see no Chris Chaos. And all kinds, but no Chris Chaos, but all kinds of chaos. Look at that. That will be a hefty fine for Caleb Stone, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. What a turn of events in this matchup. You know, these two teams are looking to duke it out at Bloodlust. This is not over between these two teams.
Tired of feeling tired? Get lit with brand new Methrizzi, the extreme stimulant that keeps you going and going.
I haven't stopped moving in 3 days.
Packed with lightning power, Methrizzi gives you unstoppable energy, plus a few tiny side effects.
Side effects may include loss of teeth and hair, the overwhelming...
Introducing Baby Mace, the gentle, kid-friendly way to keep little ones safe.
Who's it cute?
Ah, my eyes! Ah!
With our motion-activated auto spray system, unwanted visitors get a quick, harmless blast. And
tired of dragging your dog around the block? Let us flip the script. At Doggone Walkers, the dogs walk you.
I never knew exercise could be this fun. They set the pace, and I just enjoy the ride.
Call 1-800-DOG-WALK today.
Doggone Walkers with...
You're drowning in dirty dishes but can't leave your desk? Now you don't have to.
I just sent them on their way.
Introducing Dishco, the first ever in-home conveyor belt that carries your mess from any room straight to the sink. Work, snack, repeat, and let Dishco do the walk.
Tired of the long commute eating into your precious sleep? Introducing the Bed Rover, the first remote-controlled bed that drives you to work while you dream.
I'm Riley, your personal bed pilot. Don't worry, I've got the wheel.
You can trust me. Sleep at home, arrive at work. Call or click now.
Ever wonder what it's like on the other side? With the brand new NDE button, you don't have to wait.
Mike, what is that?
One press and whoosh! You're having a near-death experience in seconds. Get out while you can. Sometimes you see heaven, sometimes not so much, but it's always...
Are you tired of being considerate?
Hey, where's the new thriller section?
Sir,
welcome to Louder Library, the only library where volume is celebrated.
Where's your book on shouting?
Crank up your tunes, scream about plot twists, snack and socialize.
Tired of alarm clocks, emails, and living through the daily grind? At Nuke Me Now, we guarantee you'll never work another day in your life, because there won't be any more days. Our expert placement agents put you right at the epicenter of the next big one, when global tensions...
Please. Come on. Tired of neighbors who won't scoop the poop? Don't pick it up, just step in it. Introducing Poo Shoes, the only footwear designed to take the hit so you don't have to. Each pair comes pre-smeared and ready for action. For just $19.99, walk worry-free.
Introducing Dictator, the board game where power goes off the rails. Play ruthless deport cards to clear rival supporters, fire off a distract, or drop a jaw, dropping Takeover.
Oh, no!
Every move bump. Lazy. Do boring Zoom calls put you to sleep? Introducing Fake Awake, the headband that keeps you looking lively while you catch some Z's.
That's a good one, Greg.
Twin micro arms hold your eyes wide, smile tongues lift those lips, and the built-in laugh track.
Introducing Minefield Mayhem, the yard game that blows the competition away.
Whoa.
Real ground-shaking booms.
Oh, there goes Billy.
Explosive fun for the whole family.
Run, Grandpa.
Ah, watch out for Grandpa's PTSD.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 220 pounds, Roscoe Wallace. Well, here we go, the second of our selection matches here tonight. Earlier we seen Roscoe Wallace chose the global champion to take on MDX in our opener earlier tonight, and we are going to find out here momentarily who is going to be Roscoe Wallace's opponent, appointed by MDX. Maybe that selection here tonight a little skewed since MDX did lose his selection match earlier tonight. But we will find out who Roscoe Wallace will be facing. Could be anybody. Oh, wait a minute. And who's our opponent from the wasteland? 275 pounds. He is the global champion, Knox. Wait a minute. Well, Well, let's see if the global champion is up for a little round 2. I kind of like this by MDX. Well, I couldn't beat the champ. And touche for being Nick Knox as your selection, considering I haven't been able to beat him. But let's see if you can beat him here, big dog. I like the retaliation selection here by MDX. All right. Let's see what the global champion can do here tonight. Well, Nick Knox has yet to be in the ring with Roscoe Wallace yet. So a little bit different here. Look at that. I'm not even know. Barrel roll corkscrew. Lateral body press, I'm not sure, but a springboard maneuver after that. And now, they pulled in knee, and now look at Roscoe, my goodness. Taking it right to Nick Knox. And you have to remember, Knox has already had a matchup tonight, so there's no way he's at 100%. Oh! And just as Knox tries to get back into this, a lariat from Roscoe Wallace and continuing the attack here. Well, I don't know if this is a good selection or a bad selection on the half of MDX. Having somebody face Roscoe who's already been in a matchup here tonight. But I do see, oh, look at Knox. Could have been a sneaky pinfall there, but there's Roscoe. Roscoe all over these ropes, and now Nick Knox able to roll out of the way of that springboard maneuver. And oh man, look out. Arsenal of blow, look at him, chops right to the forehead, and man, a double thrust to the throat. Double thrust to the throat. Easy enough for me to say. Turns the tables here now for the global champion, Nick Knox. What a way to come out of the gun here tonight for Roscoe Wallace. Man, that was super impressive. He was all over these ropes here. Nick Knox, a lot to prove in this matchup alone, considering he's been in action already earlier tonight. Now what's Knox got in store? A top rope guillotine. Take some of that oxygen out of Roscoe Wallace. Man, slow him down a bit. There's Knox now. From the top, look out, no, caught in the midsection. Roscoe was ready for it. Now a throat thrust of his own, and look at the strength of Roscoe. Nicely done into the pinfall. Steve Zeeb's only getting 2. Back to his feet, and quickly right back down to his tush, and a super kick will send him back on his back. Roscoe Wallace, just like MDX earlier tonight, looking phenomenal, making Knox earn his victories here, and here we go. Pinfall not going to be successful. Knox still trying to gather some momentum here. Scooping up the former Extreme Television Champion, who turns it around again for a DDT. Underneath the chop. Knox with a guillotine twisted neck breaker. Trying everything he can to take the oxygen, the wind, out of Roscoe here to slow him down a bit. Oh man! Again with that toe kick. Super kick combo. Now climbing up to the top rope, looking for a corkscrew, but caught with the knees. Knox still has his wits about him. Uh-oh. Could be bad news for Roscoe. This could change around the entire momentum of the match. Pile driver from the apron to the thin matted concrete all the way down. And oh man. Nick Knox needs to take advantage of this window with a devastating maneuver to the outside. Here we go, in the corner, missing with the double knee. Roscoe still has some left in the tank here. Switching roles, and now Knox seated in the corner in the double foot choke. Come on, ref. Now missing with the stomp. Rolled him up. Not for the pin, and a shoulder breaker will take him right back down. Here we go, coming from the corner. Could it be? Elbow time. Missing. Forearm to the small of the back. Hemming him up again. Roscoe slamming down Knox. And can he get a victory over the global champion? No, a kick out. Nicely done for Roscoe Wallace, able to stay in the fight here tonight. Ooh. Back elbow from Knox, and oh my goodness, sending him inside out with that lariat. Will it be enough to steal away a victory here? And it is. Good night. Here's your winner. Roscoe looked amazing in that matchup. So did MDX earlier. But Nick Knox, able to do the unthinkable twice here tonight, able to pull out the victory.
Oh, Chris, of course I'll marry you.
Wait a minute.
I love you so much.
What just happened here? Chris Harris just proposed to Danny Moore, and she accepted it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, damn. Didn't expect that.
Neither did I.
Looks like our boy finally did it.
Good for him. Actually, this might work out better than I expected, if you know what I mean.
What are you thinking?
Matt, we've been talking for weeks about branching out, building something that's ours.
Go on.
Not just reacting to everybody else's shows, but creating one ourselves. Hear me out, Matt. Everybody loves a wedding, especially wrestling fans. There's always drama, always emotional, always chaos. What if, before Bloodlust, we hosted ourselves?
You're talking about Harris and Danny's wedding, aren't you?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The first official production under our own banner. A celebration, a live wedding.
Really think Harris would go for that?
He's emotional right now. He's happy. People make promises when they're happy. All we can do is ask.
You know, that actually sounds like money.
And it's only the beginning. Let's face it, Harris has been slipping lately. But there's talent all over this company that needs direction. Just needs someone willing to invest in it.
He has been slipping a little. Maybe this would be good for him.
Let's go congratulate the happy couple and see if we can make them an offer that they can't refuse.
Oh man, what just happened here? Danny Moore and Chris Harris. Are they gonna get married? What the hell? The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Netherlands, weighing 243 pounds, Hall of Famer, Mercury. Well, we'll definitely keep you updated with the breaking news that just took place. Danny Moore and Chris Harris have just gotten engaged. And what were Matt and CFT talking about? What are they up to? What's up their sleeve? Oh, it's time to switch gears here. Another big time matchup. Jeroen Mercury, also a Hall of Famer in his own right, going in a couple of seasons ago. Much like Caleb Stone, still carrying on that Hall of Fame career, but he's got a big matchup tonight against the Extreme One, Chris Connolly. He's been dealing with some issues from madness. We'll see if that transpires here into this matchup. Here we go, guys. And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 265 pounds, the Extreme Chris Connolly. Well, we seen him last week with a shirt on and had a picture of the madness with a red stripe through it, calling him an imposter and a phony. We haven't heard much from Chris Connolly regarding the situation, but you know that is looming in the back of his head. You can say the same thing for Jeroen Mercury. Both of these superstars gonna have to keep their heads on a swivel. Got some pretty intense rivals creeping behind them ever so close. We'll see if that has any effect on either of these two individuals in this matchup. Ooh. Big double axe in the back of the hand. Oh man, on the back. And now it is Jeroen able to quickly turn it back around. Oh man. Massive lariat from Connolly. And now he's looking for the splash, but Jeroen has done his homework. Ready for that one, able to duck out of the way, but not ready for the back elbow, but has one of his own. And throws a right hand in the mix as well. A couple of right hands from both of these superstars fighting it out. This one definitely going to be a barn burner between these two. Here we go. Irish whip up and over goes Jeroen, and kitchen sink right in the knee. Going to prompt an early pinfall here for Jeroen and a kick out for Connolly. A lot of issues. Oh, wait a minute. What was that all about? Oh, we know what it was all about, but what the hell? Oh, man! What a leap for Jeroen. Taking out Connolly on the outside now. Count of two, not quite enough, and there's that guitar. And Jeroen Mercury. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! The madness! Attacking with a damn, what was that? A 2x4 with nails sticking out of it. As the referee is distracted by Jeroen, who was attempting to use that guitar. It was the madness. Man, who had a huge strike on Chris Connolly. And you can see he's all busted open now thanks to those nails and that 2x4. Jeroen gonna use it to his advantage. He's seen everything that happened behind the ref's back. He knows exactly the situation that Connolly is in, and Jeroen gonna take clear advantage of it. We're just happy that it wasn't Brooks. Oh, man. We can only imagine the madness targeting Chris Connolly, because Connolly was the one to beat. Oh, man, missing with the elbow. Connolly was the one to beat Hexen first, and that is the madness's creation. Creation that was not supposed to lose. And now a pinfall here. Jeroen looking to take it, not gonna. Like I said, it could have been the other way around here, and we could have seen Kurt Brooks come down and try to take out Jeroen Mercury. A lot of outside influence on this matchup. We just seen a little bit of it, and the referee did not. Now here's Connolly. Just dripping blood all over the mat here. Thanks to the madness, and you gotta imagine that Chris Connolly is going... He can't wait to respond to madness now. We go, oh no, Jeroen able to turn it back around into a DDT. Now just pummeling away on those open wounds. Oh man, and a big time right hand. Now Mercury. Up on the top, looking for something massive. Got it! Flying lariat from the top rope sends Connolly right down to the mat, and it is not looking good for Chris Connolly as the sharpshooter applied. And Jeroen Mercury gonna make Chris Connolly work hard to get out of that one that he does. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Right down, knees across the face again, and another pinfall. Not going to get it this time yet. Chris Connolly really struggling here. Oh no, using the ropes. Oh man, landed the DDT. Landed the DDT hard on Jeroen and a 2 count kick out. Now right hand from Connolly. Could be looking to try to land that X marks the spot. Put this match away and quickly address madness. You know that is what is on the mind of Chris Connolly. Hopefully it is not too much to distract him from this matchup, and he looks to be in control at the moment. We go back, both superstars back up to their feet, slugged into the corner. Oh no, turned around, now it's Connolly in the corner. Jeroen coming from the other side. Slamming hard. And right into another pinfall, Jeroen Mercury, 2 counts, no, not gonna get it yet. Very close though, very, very close. Connolly obviously feeling the effects of that attack from Madness. That attack that went unseen by the referee. Here we go now. Jeroen once again unloading. Man, oh man. Super gut punch. And now picking him up, and here we go. Mercury clash. Mercury clash for Jeroen. And that's got to do it, guys. 3 count it does. And the Madness still looking on. No, there's Brooks with a steel chair. Kurt Brooks taking it to Jeroen Mercury as we suspected. Oh no, Mercury coming back, and the double underhook suplex. Jeroen Mercury able to get the victory over Chris Connolly with a little presence from the Madness and Kurt Brooks. Well, we suspected both of them to get involved tonight, and Brooks at least waited until after the matchup, but nonetheless, Jeroen Mercury, the one to stand tall out of all of this carnage. And oh man, guys, hope you're enjoying the show thus far. Be sure to hit that like button. Not just moments ago, guys, we seen Chris Harris propose to Danny Moore, and she accepted it. Now engaged, could we be looking at the future power couple of 3DUBWrestling? We've seen Matt 8-Star and CFT watching on, and they seemingly have some big plans coming up for that wedding. But guys, before we get to that, be sure to check out the 3Dub merch shop at 3dubmerch.myspreadshop.com. Get 20% off site-wide currently as we speak. We know that the fall will be here before we know it, so be sure to get your 3Dub gear to keep you warm in the coming months. We got a big debut coming up next, guys. The debut of James Black's daughter right here on Blackout, going up against the champ. What a big first matchup. Let's see what she can do. Here comes Jasmine Black. Hit that like button. Stay tuned with us. Introducing first, from Orlando, Florida, Jasmine Black. Look at the excitement from the second generation superstar making her way to the ring. And what a time for her to make a debut and to carry the legacy of her brother, Logan Black. I had a chance to speak with her just yesterday, and I was asking her about this time in her life and the legacy that her dad has made here in 3DUBWrestling, and she had just a few words for me, and that was that she was here to create her own legacy. And with the spirit of her brother, she is going to do everything she can to get to the top in this business. And she wants no handouts. She wants no easy paths. She wants to do it all on her own. And I guarantee you that we are going to see her give her 110% best to make it to the top in this company. And I am rooting for Jasmine Black. And we'll see what she can do tonight against the champion. Non-title match. What a way to debut, man. Let's go. And her opponent from Hell, Michigan, the Casket Queen and undisputed women's champion, Jasolyn Havok. That's right, Jasolyn Havok becoming a two-time champion at the Lone Star Showdown. At a premium live event, and that match wasn't even supposed to be a title match. It was supposed to be just a number one contenders match, but it was James Black who made Danny Moore defend that title in that matchup. And that is where Jasolyn was able to capture her second women's championship. And you know the looming rematch is in store between Danny, the newly engaged Danny Moore, soon to be maybe Danny Harris, I don't know, we'll find out, at the Bloodlust Premium Live event. And look at this, good sportsmanship, good respect shown from Jasmine Black. And the handshake received by the champ, and here we go. Right into a collar and elbow lock up and a side headlock for the champ. Oh, look at this. Jasmine, though, staying a hand and a headlock takedown. Nicely done for the second generational superstar. But we do have the champion involved in this matchup, a two-time champ, as I mentioned. It's not going to be no easy ride on the first matchup here for Jasmine. Oh, man. The neck breaker delivered by the champion. Look at this now, man. Quickly up to the top rope, and a moonsault takes down Jazz. I'd imagine that the skill set of Jasmine Black and the move set of the young superstar. Wait a minute, I'll get back to that. Is a roll-up pinfall from the champ. Only going to get a 1 count. Jasmine is nowhere near anybody who is just beginning their career, she has had a lifetime of preparation and practice. Coming into her debut here tonight, you know, she has had several sparring sessions with her father and her brother. Seemingly a step ahead in the training process. That is what you get with a second generational superstar. But right there, Jasolyn, one of the more talented women on the roster, able to get the knees up and now quickly on the attack, and Jasmine goes flying off the apron. There's Jasolyn, second guessing the decision coming from the top as Jasmine makes her way back into the ring. There's the one thing you gotta imagine that she doesn't have, is that in-ring experience, the ability to stay with it here, ability to have the cardio. It's one thing to train, it's one thing to prep, but it's another thing to be in the ring, live action. It'll only take a matter of time before Jasmine Black is able to get that under control. She is doing pretty well here tonight against the champ, though. Oh, man. Comes Jasolyn throwing Jazz in the corner and delivers an elbow, and look out now. A schoolgirl roll-up. Not going to get the pinfall, only a 2 count, but nonetheless, very well done out of the corner. And now, look at this. Oh, man. Nicely done into the hook of the leg, and another kick out at 2 for the champion. Jasmine Black looking awfully good here. She just got to be able to keep this momentum, keep that window closed for Jasolyn and open for her. And could this be the moment right here? Is this what we've been waiting for? It's not. Jasmine Black wasting no time getting in on these pin attempts. Gotta stress how important it is. These first victories in your career, especially when one up against the champion. Oh, look at what this match alone could mean for Jasmine Black's career is astronomical. Whatever the word is. Astronomical, that's what I was looking for. And that is just like the ability that Jasmine Black has here tonight. But a back elbow out of the corner is the champion. Right back into the cusp. No! Into a backbreaker. Back body drop. Excuse me. We go now up on the shoulders again. Turned around, driven down. The Casket Queen is back in control off the ropes. Man, what a lariat. Sending her inside out. Now a hook of the leg. And now a 2 count. And now a kick out from Jazz. And the crowd is really into this matchup. They love seeing the second generational superstar, the offspring of James Black. And now another schoolgirl pinfall almost. Man, oh man. Almost able to secure a future title shot on her first matchup. Jasolyn now with another one of those impressive moonsaults into a pinfall of her own. Is this going to be the one right here? No, it's not. Still a little left in the tank for Jasmine Black, who has now reached unfamiliar territory in her career, trying to hang on here with her endurance. And with that maneuver right there, I'd say she's doing just fine. This is the champ, back in control. Up and over, Jasmine. No, caught, hemmed up, tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Right in the middle of the ring now as the champ waits for Jasmine to get back for her feet. Into the collar and elbow, and quickly into the corner. Back elbow from Jasmine. Oh, another roll-up. Another. 2. Oh, man. Gotta hold on a little bit tighter. And Jasmine Black almost stole one away from the champ. Nicely done, Codebreaker. But no, the champ turning things around again. Back into her favor. Uh-oh. Not good times. Oh, man. Straight jacket, neckbreaker. And that has got to set up Jasolyn with that devastating lariat, taking the head off of Jasmine Black in a kick out, man. How was she able to kick out from that? There goes the moonsault, and up goes the knees. Caught her again. Big double stomp. Jasmine Black staying in the game here. Highly impressed. Highly impressed. I bet you the champ is as well. I bet she was not expecting the match to go this way. Oh, there it is. The turnaround again to another DDT for the champ. Here we go. Climbing up to the mid-rail. Jasmine back to her feet. No, missing with the standing leg drop. The patented maneuver from the Casket Queen. Here comes the Irish whip into the corner. Jasmine. No, Jasolyn, back elbow, collar and elbow. Another back elbow. Both superstars fighting. Oh, up on the shoulders. No, there it is again. Jasolyn Havok. Now the kick to the mid and the straight jacket neckbreaker is gonna put Jasolyn, the champ, in position in a third massive neckbreaker. And you can tell the hard-fought match that Jasolyn just went through in a 3 count wins the matchup. Man, what a fight from the debuting Jasmine Black. And the champ, oh, wait a minute, from behind. Danny Moore, the newly engaged Danny Moore attacking the champ. She still has business on the mind. Coming after that champ, that championship at Bloodlust.
Mayonnaise, the perfect complement to any sandwich. But why stop there? Start your day with mayo. Try spreading it on your bacon. Shaken, stirred, and mayoed? Heck yes. We at Big Mayo believe you can use mayonnaise for so many more things. Mayo can be your partner for life's every need. We're Big Mayo. Spreading joy, one jar at a time.
When your performance is in question, awesome is the answer. The Sentinel, forged for heavy metal. Unleash your power. Custom electric guitars. The Sentinel, awesome is the answer.
Tonight on Ray's AI Shite, Ireland, we journey to the Emerald Isle of Mystery for a special presentation. Built under suspicious circumstances, we investigate evidence that the Square Shopping Center in Tala was constructed to cover up a UFO crash site. We visit Dromoland, a town overrun by an invasive extraterrestrial species. We walk around and look at all the weird stuff going on in this bleeding kip. Later, we uncover the legend of Steamer O'Toole, who put County Leitrim on the map in 1989, when he demonstrated his paranormal ability to eat haunted potatoes and shit out ghosts. Christ on a bike, what in the fuck? All this and more coming up tonight on Ray's AI. Shite.
I can't get no holes with my hair like this! Whoa! You need that Hagen's! I got my hair and my dignity back.
Hagen's hair cream. When bald isn't a part of the plan.
Man, oh man, guys, what a night we have had here in Houston, Texas. But look at this. Coming to you from Las Vegas, here in just a few days. Man, that was quick. The wedding between the star killer Chris Harris and the baddie Danny Moore, hosted by Townsend Enterprises. We'll find out more about that on social media. But guys, let's take another quick look at the Bloodlust card that will be coming to you in just over a week. We talked about Athena and Nightshade. We talked about Tigress and Martrix, Drew Tanner and Lars Morrison. We also talked about the tag titles match, Brothers in Arms and Townsend Enterprises, but also to come. Well, we thought Will King wasn't going to defend the title, but we're being told James Black has a hand-picked opponent for Will King at Bloodlust. And look at this. MDX and Roscoe Wallace both going to get another opportunity at Nick Knox, this time triple threat for the Global Championship. And now, oh man, I seen this coming. Jack Harvey, the Madness, one-on-one with Chris Connolly. What a blockbuster match that is. And yes, we mentioned it earlier, the rematch between Jasolyn and Havok defending the women's undisputed title against the newly engaged, the baddie, Danny Moore. Man, oh man, guys, what a night we have in store in New Orleans. Bloodlust, but still to come tonight. Coming up next, the main event. John Awesome issues another open challenge. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Twan Montana and Dylan Mason fighting in the backstage area. I can only assume that they were both trying to get to this open challenge and once again had crossed paths, and now here they are fighting backstage. Oh man, on the concrete. Man, oh man. Dylan Mason and Twan Montana have both been neck and neck fighting, trying to get to this 3DUB World Heavyweight Championship and answer one of these open challenges issued by John Awesome. And now, oh man, thank God. That tombstone almost broken over the head of Twan Montana. Now what do we got with the ladder here? No, change his mind. A sledgehammer. Coming after Mason with a sledgehammer. No, not going to get it. Mason goes down on the ladder. Oh, man. This one is opened up in the backstage area, guys. Oh, man, into those travel cases. Oh, slammed down on the ladder and the tombstone and the concrete. And now where's Mason going? Oh no, up to the top, guys. Mason. Oh man. Head driven into the concrete. My God, man. Dylan Mason. Ruthless. With Twan Montana here, trying to teach him a lesson for getting in his way. Oh man, but I think Twan has the same lesson to teach. Busting down that chain link, paneling, oh man. These two just have not had enough of one another, and they will fight each other tooth and nail until one of them is completely erased from the championship title picture. Oh, look at that disrespect. Dylan Mason made it clear that if Twan wants to get to that 3DUB World title, then he has to go directly through him, and that is what Dylan Mason is doing right this moment. Oh, here we go. Twan Montana heading to the ring. He's got to be one to answer that open challenge. Is he going to make it before Dylan Mason gets to him again? Oh, man. Oh, son of a... Those ladder thrown right in the face. Oh, man. And now a steel chair attacking Twan. And it's Townsend Enterprises. Oh, God. Townsend Enterprises taking out Dylan Mason and Twan Montana through a table. My God! Townsend Enterprises not letting Twan or Mason get to this matchup. Introducing first, the champion from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 236 pounds, Young Awesome. And oh man, well, I don't think it's gonna be Twan or Mason to open the challenge here.
I made it easy for all you guys in the back, but all you guys want to do is talk, no action. You're pussies. So who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Dylan Mason? Is it gonna be Twan Montana? Who's it gonna be?
Oh no! The Dragon! Dargos is answering the call, the first to the entrance ramp. A former world champ, and he has a match for the International Championship. And Bloodlust already, and what would it be for him to carry the 3DUB World title into that match? Wait a minute. Who's behind him? Oh, that's Martrix! Martrix from behind! Attacking his brother, who we will be fighting for that international title. And Bloodlust. Man, the Dragon trying to carry the top 2 titles into that matchup. Oh, wait a minute. Joe Rivers. Dargus just taken out by Martrix. They're fighting into the crowd. And it's Joe Rivers now. Taking advantage of the situation and quickly answering the call. Indiana, with 241 pounds, Joe Rivers. And we haven't seen Rivers. Oh, and up and over. No caught. Oh, man. We haven't seen Rivers since the big event. And John Awesome quickly trying to start this matchup, but caught by Joe and slammed hard on the thin matted concrete. And now a steel chair. My God. I was not expecting to see Joe Rivers here. But here we are, guys. The 3DUB World Heavyweight title on the line right now here on Blackout in Houston. And it's Joe Rivers taking it to the champ, and John's already busted open, and oh man, here comes a steel cage. What in the world? John Awesome fighting back. John fighting back, man. Oh, look out. You weren't expecting that, and now into the cage. Man, oh man, guys. And now here's John, springboard from the mid-rail. Taking down the curb stomp Messiah. Look out, looking for a knee, missing John. Powering him into the ropes. John Awesome looking for a knee of his own. John has proven to be a fighting champion thus far this season. Oh man, putting the brakes on before you hit that. Oh man, what a German. Slamming him down hard. And now it's Joe. No, oh yes it is. Taking out the champ quickly. Oh man. I remember just over a year ago at TB9. His first opportunity at the world title, actually the 3DUB title. In that match, he was going against Noah Youngblood and Remy Resner. Oh man, unable to be successful there. Joe Rivers trying to get right back into the mix here tonight. What a way to come back into action. To thrust yourself into this open challenge for the 3DUB World Heavyweight title. Like I said, John Awesome has proven to be a fighting champion. See if he can hang on here tonight in the steel cage. Missing the lariat off. No reverse. Oh, man! Sends him inside out. Joe Rivers now making the ascend up the cage, and can Joe get to the top before John Awesome gets there? Trying to kick him away, and no, John trying to keep Rivers from escaping here, and it looks like he's going to be successful. Moments away from potentially having a new 3-dub world champion. Oh, man. Face full of steel, down goes Rivers. Catching the kick to the mid, missing the enziguri, but the bounce back got him. John Awesome knows exactly where to be, and now a big knee to the side of the head. The temple area will definitely disorient Joe Rivers at least a little bit. Irish whip up and over. Leapfrog caught. No, didn't catch him with a super kick. John with a right hand instead. Reverse Irish whip off the ropes. Trying this again. That time connected. What a super kick. Man, oh man. Oh man. Once again, Joe Rivers slamming down the champ hard. And you can see already how much taken out of both of these superstars, as Joe Rivers is the first to move. Oh no, here we go. Curb stomp! Curb stomp! Joe Rivers almost able to put away John Awesome just like that. But John able to quickly bounce back, and now climbing. Joe's on the mat and John is climbing. Can John save his championship right here? He's got himself to the top. And Joe's right there. Joe's right there. Grabbing onto the foot and making sure John doesn't go over that cage. Now both balancing on the ropes. Down goes Awesome. Down comes Joe Rivers. There we go. Scooping up the champ. Driving him kidneys first into that top turnbuckle pad. And now it's Joe Rivers once again. Climbing, this time trying with the seated leg drop, and not going to connect it. And John Awesome. Oh man. John Awesome trying to get back into it here. But here comes Joe. Joe making his ascent in the corner. John climbing to the turnbuckles to get himself up. And can Joe Rivers do it here? Rivers is on the top. Are we going to have a new 3-dub world champ? Joe with the leg swung over. And John Awesome quickly grabbing onto the leg and preventing Joe from swinging over. Man, he was close. Now teetering on the ropes once again, both superstars. John looking to give Joe a face full of steel, and down goes John again. Oh, man. Catch him with that big knee. Another back elbow from John Awesome. Bloodied all over the place, all over his face. Joe, Irish whip off the ropes, caught him. An arm drag neck breaker. Here we go, another curb stomp, another curb stomp. And John Awesome is down hard. John is down. And Joe Rivers looking to escape through the cage door. And not enough time. He's seen movement from John before the ref. Oh man, ripcord knee before the ref can open the door. Like the veteran Joe Rivers is, he knows he can't waste that time and going quickly back on the attack of the champion. Now from the mid-rail. Got him with the knee. Caught him with a cutthroat knee. And John Awesome trying to fight back, but he is in some severe trouble here. Back and forth. Joe Rivers asking for it across the chin. Who's gonna fall first between these two? Can John Awesome hold on to the championship? Or can Joe Rivers relive the redemption and get the moment he never had? Oh, and here they go. John with the upper hand, stumbling back as Rivers. And now in his grasp up against the ropes. What's John looking for here? Oh no, caught him with the cutter. Handspring cutter. And now the champ from the top with a corkscrew 360. John right back to it as Joe's back to his feet. And now Joe's got him again. Joe looking for that third curb stomp, but John's able to duck out of the way. And now John off the ropes again with a springboard Superman punch. John, like the true champion that he is, keeps reaching down deep and finding exactly what he needs to stay in this matchup. Here we go, John climbing. Could he be retaining the title here? No, John! John! Looking for the dive! The leap of faith from the champ! John lands! Cross body from the top of the cage! John Awesome pulling out all the stops here to do everything he can to retain the 3DUB World title. John is up. John is up now. Swinging the leg over. Can Joe stop him? I don't think so. John Awesome retains the title. Yes, he does. Right now he does. What a fight for Joe Rivers on his comeback. And what a title defense for John Awesome. Oh, wait a minute! Noah Youngblood has returned, and he said he's next, and Joe Rivers takes out John. Man, oh man, Noah Youngblood returns and challenges John Awesome to a 3DUB World title after a huge steel cage match with Joe Rivers. Man, oh man, guys, what a way to end Blackout Episode 2. Stay tuned with us. Coming up in just over a week, the Bloodlust Premium Live event will come right to you from New Orleans. Guys, I can't wait to see you then. But thanks for joining me tonight, and you have a good night. Thanks.